Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And yes, Larry, white stuff is on the ground and in the air. 3 inches fell overnight, and we expect more as this game wears on. Should be interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down.
Man, I got you. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to let one fly. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Titans. A big play there, 81 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start. But a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Kelly hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Watching that, boy. Gun! All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, Stans. Make some noise.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Open space inside the 10. And this is caught at the 8. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A good pickup there, a 22.
Double tight.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out come the Jets.
No. Check. Back on now. Here we go. 39. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
4 down, let's go.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
51, Mike,
They'll send a
51.
receiver in motion to the right.
Over.
I got you, son.
Gun.
Check.
Gun. Leopard.
Check. Lucky.
Gun.
To throw, Kelly. He's got Curse. A gain of 8 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Double tight. Double tight.
Now a handoff looking right.
Crash down.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Watch the edge.
Back 99 Philly.
Kelly now to throw on 3rd down. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jarrell Casey able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
Check 25. Check 25.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to run it. Derrick Henry all alone. The 20. And a cut to the right. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 71 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Room here to run. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here. The offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Green, 39.
Now a first down throw, Kelly. And that is caught by Ardarius Stewart. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Kelly. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tell you what, not every quarterback is going to stay in the pocket. They sense the pressure coming. He took a hit there, still was able to stay in, make the throw, and complete it for a score.
And a lot of times you see a quarterback take a hit like that, and now all he wants to do is protect the football. Just take the sack and not turn it over. But not in this case. Took the big shot and found his guy downfield.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Mariota. He's got his man, Avant. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Set.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On play action, Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Stand up over there. I got it.
Third and long here for Mariota. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Detroit! Now that's Leopard! Leopard! No. Check. Patriot!
Kill.
Now let's go! Detroit! Over!
Watch twist.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Single. I got a single in the slot.
first down. Runs through the contact, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch tight end. 3 down. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Mariota on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
One. 4 down.
Now a handoff to Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he is all the way up past the 25.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Set. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
From the gun, Kelly. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Right there. 54.
Blue 90. Watch you now, Barney.
I'm coming after you.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Bang.
They'll try and throw for it here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Mike, 58. 58 Mike.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The pitch to Henry. Even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's get it. Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Second down, Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Throw it, Mariota. And quick throw here, that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
Tight right. Alert.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
Detroit!
Hatch.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Crunch.
Keller to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Check three.
Set! Clean! Back that
Kill. Turn around. Kill.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll return it from the 6. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Hey, watch left.
Pick it up!
Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Got some room at the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Fresh set of downs here.
Two times.
Now let's go. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
The tight end changing his position.
Gone.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Tight end right.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90.
Mike 51.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Baby, get him, boy. Watch 81.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Check, go back.
In motion, a new one. Now Kelly. And he's got a moonwalk. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Double tight.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? To throw is Kelly. Off the bootleg. Incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw is Kelly. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. so you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
All right, here we go. Leopard!
On first down, it's Kelly. Anunua's got it, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here we go now. Green.
We got 4. We got 4.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Gun! Detroit! Here we go. Detroit! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Kill.
From the gun on 3rd down. Kelly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Here's Kelly on third down. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Set! Green! Over!
Play action, it's Kelly. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Five yards left for the offense. It's second down.
Two times. All right, here we go.
Here's Kelly to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stewart. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Double tight, double tight.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarrell Casey in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Hurry up. Here we go. 319.
Four down.
Over. No. Check. Patriot.
Turn it up.
No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Jets on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39.
The slot man in motion right.
Over. Roy.
Now Kelly throwing on 3rd and long. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Tight end left.
From the gun, Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Out to the left there, complete to Howard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. New York set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 1st and 10, Kelly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Shift together here from the D-line.
3 down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
3 down.
Kelly. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
4 down.
Green, 30.
Kelly now to throw on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
No. Check, Patriot. No. Check, Patriot. Now let's go. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56. No. Check, Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. Gun.
Under crunch.
No. Check, Patriot.
Kelly to throw. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Double tight.
Set. 3-19.
3 down.
3-19.
Let's go, Stan.
Kelly from the gun. free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So the incomplete pass brings up second
All right,
down.
now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green 39. Green 39.
Switch.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
To throw is Kelly. Throwing again. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here we go. Over. No. Check. Patriot.
What you got, Heavy?
Set. 319. 319.
And the slot man goes in
Watch it
motion
now, Barney.
left.
Shift. Watch the shift.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Throwing on third and long. Kelly. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Set. Green 39.
51 to Mike.
Detroit.
Here we go, D. Get
Black
off the field.
99 Philly. Here we go.
He's checking. Crash.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. Stephon Tuitt in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Four down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And yes, Larry, white stuff is on the ground and in the air. 3 inches fell overnight, and we expect more as this game wears on. Should be interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. A first down throw for Mariota. And incomplete to open things up.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Strong left. Strong left.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Now he's going to go deep down. It got his man complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing.
Good job. Good stop, D. Good stop. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
This is Henry, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Mariota now on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Third and long here for Mariota. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Shake down, baby.
Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
This one fielded at the 5. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you
6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Tight end Ringo.
On the counter, it's Henry. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a big hit. Knocked down sideways. Right there around the 35-yard line.
Watch tight. Tight end right. We got three, fellas.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
Man left.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Now that's...
Now Kelly. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. Stephon Tuitt able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offensive premium the last 2 drives. Now it's Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Tight left.
One.
Shift.
Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Mike 51. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Slot man moves right.
Watch him now, Barney.
Check motion.
On 2nd down, Kelly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
4 down.
From the gun, Kelly. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is fielded in the end zone. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here.
Double tight.
They'll run with Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second down, Mariota. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch right. Get in the weight room.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And what a way to take over as they've got it with a 1st and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Detroit!
Joker. Out.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Check motion.
Now a handoff looking right. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
This is our time.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Three down. Watch tight end. 3 down. Check nine.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Avant's got it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Hey, 86. These sneaky guys. Watch out for 86.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Check.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Baby. Yeah. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
I got you.
Now Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one, they help force another incompletion.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
No, check, Patriot!
Alert flare!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hot! Gun!
Now a first down throw. Kelly. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Here's Kelly looking to throw on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Pulled in by Avant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Key eight. Single.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
Larry. I don't even know why this team shut up.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. First down, Titans. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Two times.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Here we go now. Blue line it.
Hey.
Leopard.
Four down.
Detroit.
Check three.
Over. No. Check. Patriot. No. Detroit.
Lucky.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Watch the edge. Crash.
And now here's a carry heading left. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him get to the football and make a play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Man left.
All right, here we go.
Now Kelly, operating from the gun. Caught, Safarian-Jenkins, right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Blue 90.
Kelly now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And some room to roam now. 20, 10. again. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's got some space here. And he's loose again. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
I get over, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So that one will be accepted. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Blitz! Blitz! Run to the ball! Fly to the ball! Run! Run!
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Green, 39!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go.
4 down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Here we go now. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Lucky 56.
Crash.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Run.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What?
Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20, 10, touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
To throw Mariota. forced out to his left. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Barney!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Set! Blue 90! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Over! Let's hear it,
Keller to throw on second down. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Let's go. Turn it up, baby. Turn it up. Let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to work. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. 54 yards. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
To throw is Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Second down following the run.
Set! 3-19! Detroit! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot!
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Over! Shit. Here we go now.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Tight right.
Over! Let's go! Leopard!
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Over! All right, here we go. Over!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
No. Check! Patriot! Here we go! Back there, not Philly! Here we go!
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Watch tight end.
Gun! Here we go! Detroit! Over!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kelly throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stewart. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Back there, not Philly! Here we go! Woo! Gun! Leopard!
Got him.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Blue 90!
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tied right there.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. There's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Double tight, guys, double tight. All right, here we go. Leopard!
They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Wendell Smallwood punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Double tight, double tight. Alert.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Mariota flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play on 3rd down for the... Titans, 49 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 3. We got 3.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Again, it's Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Hey, we got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. One.
In motion is Avant. The play clock's running down. From the gun, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And Bryant's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt, maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football from moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Hey. 4 down.
And the wideout in motion.
Over.
He's moving, boys. He's moving.
Detroit.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Here's Kelly to throw on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game.
59.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing, Mariota. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The ball comes out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this.
Strong right.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Mariota to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Timmy Jernigan breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Left. Watch left.
Three. One.
Here we go.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Mariota. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So just about a minute to go here. Tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Here's Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The Titans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mariota. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Over. No. Detroit. Here we go now. Leopard.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Let's do it. Leopard. Motion. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
On first down, it's Kelly. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Ten yards still left on second down.
Man left. Now let's go. Blue, land it.
We got 3 down.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Over.
Under crunch.
All right, now look at
No, off.
Detroit.
Deuce.
Now Kelly going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Hey, watch edge.
Gun.
Kelly down from the gun on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down.
That's it, baby.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Double tight. Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go
All
back
right, here we go.
2012.
Boom, landed.
Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the Magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl, what do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? It looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Here we go.
And they'll send a slot in motion left. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Check down, 81.
And on the outside, they're playing press
All
coverage.
right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down. Kellen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Come on,
Detroit.
now. Let's go.
No. Check. Patriot.
Kelly throwing on 4th down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. How about that, partner? Not only a 4th down conversion in a tie game, a 4th down conversion in overtime in a tie game.
And so many factors go into making that call, and a lot of it is a head coach feeling the rhythm and understanding his team. Sometimes you think, okay, we better get this done right now. We might not have enough left if we let this game extend. Let's go get it, end it, and get a victory.
Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Two times.
Here we go.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Detroit. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Tight end left.
Here we go now. Green 39.
In motion, Safarian Jenkins. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
They're going to win it.
And let the celebration begin.